there seems to be some friction in the wrestling community right now. You got half of the audience saying that Cody should finish his story at WrestleMania 40 versus The Rock. And then you got the other half saying that the Roman Reigns should face The Rock. I can understand both sides of the coin there. What I don't get is this idea, though, that anything that's not long-term booking is bad or shouldn't be happening because it's not long-term booking. That's where you lose me. Look at Bret Hart's story in 1997. His story was supposed to be that he got revenge versus Shawn Michaels, and he was supposed to take back the title. But Shawn lost his smile, and then they had to pull an audible, and they put Bret versus Austin. And we ended up getting the best match in wrestling history. That's my opinion anyway. I'm just giving an example of booking on the fly and how that can sometimes be productive. You need to read the audience sometimes. You can book a year in advance. That's fine. But the crowd might not react to how you had originally booked. So that's why you need to book on the fly as well. Wrestling can't be, okay, I'm booking this a year ahead. I'm booking 6 months ahead. I'm going to have Gunther win the title here, and I'm going to have Sami Zayn win a year later. I heard one person saying that, who I respect, by the way. You can do that, but the thing is you can't gauge what the fans are going to be saying 6 months from now. So there's an issue. There's a problem with that. Because you need to constantly react to the fans. If they turn on somebody, you can't have the match. Look at Randy Orton in 2004 when he was face. It was cringeworthy, so they changed the Orton Triple H WrestleMania 21 match to Batista Triple H. They gave the push to Batista instead. Look at King of the Ring 96. It was supposed to be Hunter Hearst Helmsley that won. And it was won by Steve Austin. Look at how good of a move that was. So this booking on the fly, it needs to be looked at as not as better sometimes. Not one person's story is bigger than the business. Cody Rhodes' story isn't bigger. Bret Hart didn't get to finish his story. Why should Cody Rhodes? I like Cody Rhodes, actually. I don't mind him. I like him a lot more than I like a couple of the other guys on Raw, and Drew and Seth. I'm not a huge fan of those guys, but I respect them as workers. They're both beasts, but I just personally don't like either of them. But Cody Rhodes, I don't have a problem with. So him finishing the story, personally, from my perspective, I wouldn't mind it. But do I know as a wrestling fan that The Rock and Roman Reigns is the better match? Better as in bigger. And the bigger spectacle for WrestleMania? Yes. And what should happen? The Rock or Roman? I think The Rock and Roman should happen. In fact, both can still happen. Make one not for the title one night, and then have the other one the other night. They can get creative right now. There's a lot of things that happen in life that create other doors open. Other avenues can get taken. Look at the injury to Rollins. Who's to say that there's not a higher power up there that made that happen just so other avenues could be took? You never know. All I'm saying is long-term booking isn't always your best friend. Things change. People get hot. If you long-term book, who's to say that fans aren't sick of Sami Zayn next year? Or if that's your plan, for Gunther to be world champion for a year and Sami Zayn to win the next year. Who's to say that fans aren't so high on LA Knight and they're demanding that LA Knight be champion, and then you're still going to go with your plan of Sami and Gunther? You see what I mean? You need to listen to the audience, gauge them, pull audibles, call things on the fly. You can't always long-term book everything. And the second something's not long-term booking, doesn't mean it's shit. And by the way, this whole Rock Roman thing is kind of long-term booking if you think about it. He calls himself the head of the table, the tribal chief. This stuff was made for the Roman and the Rock. So there's long-term booking there too. I just wanted to give my 2 cents on this whole option. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comment section. Let's get a conversation started about this on my channel anyway. I want to see why. It won't take very long. Just say which side you're on and why. You could just leave one line for why. It doesn't have to be a paragraph. Just one line. I just would like to see what the reasoning is behind people's decision making. And if what I'm saying is making any sense. Maybe I'm not making much sense right now. I think I am, but maybe I'm not to you. Tell me in the comments section below. I'm Brad Mix, and I just wanted to touch on this, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.